Hey everyone, and welcome to Business Boutique. I'm Christy Wright, and today we are talking about sales. Now, let's go ahead and acknowledge that we all have some associations when it comes to sales. And whether you realize it or not, associations can be really, really strong for anything. You know, I think of different smells or sounds that immediately trigger a memory for me. Do you guys remember the perfume from Gap? I don't even know if it was a perfume. I think it was just like a body splash, and it was called Dream. Now, if you're around my age, this was the scent of your entire middle school. Like, that's what every single girl wore. That's what the school bus smelled like. The lunchroom smelled like. We all smelled like this Dream body splash from Gap. Well, to this day, if I smell something that smells like that scent, instantly, I'm taken back to middle school. Or think about, for example, songs. You hear a song, you're like, oh, I remember this memory. If I have this one song that comes to mind, or I hear it on the radio, oh, I remember that, elementary school dance. Or I remember that was the song that my dad and I danced to at our wedding. Or, oh, that was the song that, played whenever we were on that awesome vacation over and over again. Associations can be really strong. They can trigger memories. They can even trigger feelings. And what's so interesting is that as we have these associations that are triggering memories, it actually even triggers beliefs. These associations that are connected to memories and connected to feelings are also connected to beliefs. Now, let's talk about that through the lens of sales. We've all had a bad experience with sales, haven't you? I have. I can count at least 10 times in the last couple years that I have had a bad experience with a pushy salesperson, a person that would not take no for an answer, a person that interrupted what I was doing. I was walking through the mall. They wanted to put lotion on my hands. They're coming up to my front door trying to tell me why my landscaping is terrible. Yes, my landscaping is terrible, but that is none of your business. I don't need your service right now. I'm trying to feed my baby. Again and again, whether it's a used car salesman or someone trying to push something on you that you don't want, or twist your arm or guilt you into something, we've all been there. And unfortunately, these memories, these experiences, these feelings of guilt and being pushed around create associations. So when you think of sales, what do you think of? Pushy salesperson, someone that's aggressive, someone that is trying to take advantage of you, someone that has an agenda. We all think of that. When I did research years ago for Business Boutique, I asked women that I was talking to on the phone, how do you feel about sales? And every single one of them said the same type of thing. Oh, I'm not a sales type of person. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to get on people's nerves. I don't either, y'all. I don't either. The good news is sales doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be annoying. You don't have to get on people's nerves. In fact, I hope you don't. That's not good sales or good business. I don't want to teach you to do something that you feel bad about. But the good news is, sales isn't bad. Sales is actually a really good thing. And whether you realize it or not, you are all in the business of sales. Sales is how you stay in business. It's how you make money. It's how you help people. It's how you solve problems. It's how you make the impact you want to make. It's all through sales. And that's why I'm so excited, because today we are going to uncover the true meaning behind sales. And I want to teach you how to do something that you can actually feel good about. And that thing is sales. So today is really special because we are going to give you a teaching on sales from the Business Boutique Academy. This is my online training and coaching group, and I teach them regularly on all different topics that you need help with in your business, including sales. So check out this lesson on selling. Now, I want to start by sharing a story with you of a bad experience I had with sales. I've told many, if you've been to our Business Boutique event, you know that I have told the timeshare story where I somehow, as a college student with no money, got sucked into buying a timeshare for the next 10 years of my life. That was a disaster. I've had plenty of other ones, but let me share with you a more recent one in the last 5 years when I was buying my first car seat. So I go in the store and I'm super pregnant. I'm vulnerable. I'm nervous. I'm hormonal. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just going to do a little research. So I'm walking down the aisle and y'all, there are tons of car seats. There are car seats anywhere from $75 all the way up to $500. And I have no idea what I'm looking for. You know what it's like when you're pregnant. Everyone tells you what you need to buy and what you need to do and how you need to act and parent. And you have no idea because you're a new mom. So I go in there and I'm just trying to do some research to figure out which is the right car seat for us. Of course, I had friends that told me about the different brands that they liked, and I'm looking kind of in the middle section, the middle range of pricing to see what all they offer. Well, right about that time, a salesman comes up and he says, "Can I help you?" So I'm going along and I'm like, "Yeah, can you just tell me about it?" And he was like, "Well, this one right here, the $500 one, this one is the best. This one's the most important. If you really want to keep your child safe, like this is the one to go for." I was like, "Okay, well, that's really expensive. Like, are these in the middle still good?" Like I have some friends that have a Graco and other ones have Britax. Like I know that they really like those. He was like, "Well, I'll tell you," he goes, if you really love your child, if you want to keep him safe, like if you were to get in a car accident, if someone was to T-bone you and going down the road, this is probably the one that would keep him safe. These other ones, I don't really know." Y'all, talk about a manipulation, guilt trip, pushy salesperson. Are you kidding me? Taking advantage of a new mom that is vulnerable and unsure about what type of thing to buy for her child. She wants to make the right decision. She's vulnerable. She's nervous. To try to push her into the $500 car seat as if that's the only one that will keep that child safe. As if the rest of them, he will just be a disaster and not safe at all. Now, this is one example of many that I have had with a pushy salesperson. Now, everyone's had this. Everyone has had a bad experience with a pushy salesperson. The problem is that these experiences form our views and beliefs about sales. Now, think about this. How are salespeople usually described? Slimy sales, pushy sales, sleazy sales, shady sales. None of those are positive. Now, of course, like anything in life, there will be people that represent that industry well and some that represent it poorly. Let's think of something else. Think of something that is usually positive and good and holy. Churches. Well, even in the church world, there are some people that are unfortunately slimy and pushy, sleazy, shady. You see it in the news headlines and you know what happens. But to write off an entire industry just because some people in it suck isn't a good idea. Church is good. Why? It helps people. Now, sometimes people in the church mess it up, but it doesn't mean the church as a whole is bad. It just means those few people might be bad. You know what else? The same is true for sales. Sales is good. Why? It helps people. Now, of course, sometimes people in sales mess it up, but it doesn't mean that sales as a whole is bad. It just means that those few people might be bad. Now that we've established that sales is not evil or immoral, let's talk about what it is. Sales really is serving people. How many of you want to take care of people and solve their problems and meet their needs? Great. That's sales. And if you have a product or service or business that takes care of people and solves their problems and meets their needs, then it's your responsibility to sell to them. It's not just necessary to stay in business and earn money. It's your responsibility to share with them the thing you have or know or offer that can make their lives better in some way. And if you don't believe that your business makes their life better in some way, then you need a new business, because that is the only reason we are in business in the first place. But if you do believe that, then you have to be willing to talk about it. You have to be willing to share your story and offer your solutions. You have to be willing to sell. You know, I met a new author a while back that had a book helping people grow in their faith. And she kept talking about how she didn't want to sell her books. She didn't want to market them or tell people about them or drive people to her website or a bookstore to buy them. She wouldn't talk about them on a podcast interview or on social media. She was adamant about this. She wasn't on the fence. She was actually fiercely proud of the fact that she did not try to sell her books. Now, when I asked her about this, she said, "I don't want to sell to people. I don't want to take advantage of people. I don't want to push them into buying something, and I don't want to ask for their money." Now, do you see how she talked about that? Do you see how she described sales there? Take advantage, push them, ask for their money. Well, good grief, who does want to do that? Now, I dug a little deeper with her to get past her strong opinions of sales. I said, "Tell me, why did you write this book? She said, well, I believe God gave me this message to help people. I said, okay, you believe God gave it to you? She said, yes. I said, okay, to help people? She said, yes. I said, do you think it does? Do you think it helps people? She said, yes, I do. I know it does. Okay. So how are they supposed to know about it if you never tell them? Women, let me tell you, if you have something that helps people, then you have to tell them or they can never get helped. That's sales. Telling people how you can help them so they can get helped. The money is just an exchange of value. They give you money and you give value. It's a transaction. The life change is what you're selling, and that's what they're really buying. And if you can't get excited about helping people make their lives better, then something is wrong with you. That's what we're all here to do. From landscaping to clothing to organizing to dentistry to fitness to muffins, you aren't selling a thing. You are selling life change. You are helping people make their lives better. And if you believe that, which you should, then you better freaking get to selling. Remember, if you don't believe in your business, no one else will. So stop playing small and calling it holy. God never called you to shrink back and play small and apologize for the dreams and gifts and message and business that He gave you. Start standing up and start speaking up on behalf of this thing that you say you believe in. Start solving problems and making people's lives better. Start selling. I promise you, we need you to. Now, your challenge for this month is to sell at least once a week this whole month. Each time you pitch or sell or make an offer, I want you to learn and adjust and adapt to improve for the next time. Do you need to be more confident or talk less? Analyze what worked and what didn't. This can be a pitch to a retail store to get your products in their stores, or it can be an individual offer to a customer. Any type of selling. I just want you to practice. I can't wait to watch how you get to help more people. Thanks so much for watching. And if you want to learn more about how you can join my online training and coaching group, the Business Boutique Academy, you can go to businessboutique.com or click the link below.